Hello, hello. Hello, Jeff. How are you? Hello, Lady Magora. How are you? And don't worry, Lady Magora, you need to rest that brain. You rest that brain. You need to eat lunch and yell at people. Oh, Jeff, if I'm not back, have a great stream. Thank you very much, Jeff. I really appreciate you dropping in. Just job hunting. Oh, nice. What kind of things are you looking for? Magora jumps in for her. Jeff, get in here. So, I was all set up to do some patchwork today. By hand. I was going to get my little patchwork head on. I haven't done patchwork since I was about 9. But it's fairly simple. You just do a simple running stitch along a bunch of things and you tack them together and then you sew them together and you make something pretty. Could be a pocket, could be a purse, could be something that you stuff. I remember patchworking it was patchwork, but it was on a sewing machine. I remember patchworking it was like a Christmas star. And so that became its own little plushy thing. So I was all set up to do that, and then I realised I had a kit. I have a kit just waiting to be done in my art box of a crochet frog pattern. So we're trying that today. And if we have time, we'll plan, I think, a little pocket project for the frog to go in. I think that would be fun. Just applied for Senior Academic Fees Assistant at the University of Bolton. Wow! Well, I hope you get it. Took over an hour. I bet it did. Alright, here we are. And as I've started to do out of habit, I'm going to put on the timer, but only for focus time. Not sprints and breaks, but just for focus time and to ensure that I do indeed take the breaks. Let's make poor dietary decisions. No, Lady Magora. I mean, yes, Lady Magora. I mean, it's a Friday, Lady Magora. Surely if any day entitles you to make a poor dietary decision, it's a Friday. I need to make a magic circle first, and magic circles are the bane of my existence. I hate them. They're so fiddly. Don't think that's right. The circle that you can tighten with one end? Okay, yeah, I did that. Okay. Lovely. Oh, it's not very secure. It's secure enough. I'll call that secure enough. These are my little notes that come with the kit, so we'll see if I can follow those. But they're all in sort of like a shorthand. Like they say DC instead of double stitch, and I am not going to be able to follow that very well because I am pretty much a crochet newbie. Fries with green and white beans and spare ribs, barbecue flavor. How is that a poor dietary decision? That sounds freaking amazing. 6 double chain. Double stitch or double chain? DC. Oh, double crochet. 6 double crochet into a magic ring, or 2 and work 6 into the first stitch. That's fair. Okay. We start off with 6 stitches. I'm gonna... If I need to zoom in on my hands, let me know. That is 1. I've also put the Game Chops music on. I think I'm going to hunt for some new music for Minecraft rather than changing the Game Chops music because I think it fits these crafting streams very well. That is 2. I'm trying to get the little tail that goes on the magic circle. Can't call it a magic ring. I can't say that on stream. Because you're supposed to include the tail as you stitch to cover it up a bit later. That is number 3. That is number 4. That is number 5. And this is number 6. Having this crochet hook in this kit as well will mean that I'm able to start the blanket soon, which is a huge project. Okay, that is 6. Oh no, I didn't sew the tail in, so it's not going to tighten, I don't think. Is it going to tighten correctly? Yeah, it's kind of doing it. Okay. The answer is sort of. Beautiful. That is our starting butthole. if you will. So 6 double stitches around. This is done in UK terminology. So if I were doing an American kit, that would be called 6 single stitches. So it says increase times 6. I don't know what an increase stitch is. I'm a newbie. So let's look it up. Work 1 single crochet into a stitch, then work a second single crochet into that same spot. But then it says to... No, it just says increase times 6. Oh, I see. Okay. Increase is not like something to just say that's where the next stitch is. Because I want to mark where the first stitch is, I want to put this stitch marker in, but is that going to get in my way? It might get in my way. I need it through here. Is that going to be alright? We'll find out. We'll find out. It shouldn't be seriously in the way of the crochet hook. But I've been corrected before. Let me get in there, you frickin' stitch. There we go. So I'm increasing abbreviated ink, expand your workplace in 2 stitches in the same stitch from the previous row. Single crochet increase, work 1 single crochet into a stitch, then work a second single crochet in that same spot. I'm just going to look up if that's the US or the UK. Ooh. No, it's a single stitch because they've specified double stitch in the next increase. But that is a little bit of lax terminology there. Can't be doing with lax terminology. I am a writer after all. I think is this stitching thing gonna get in the way? Come on. There we go. We're through. So to do a single stitch, we pulled that through and then we pull this through. I think that's it. That would be 1. That would be 2. Yeah. Feels so weird to do single stitches. Keep wanting to go down the route of doing a double stitch. I didn't think that was called a double stitch. I thought that was called a 1.5. But I was taught to crochet by nuns. I kid you not. I've not been counting these stitches. That's very poor practice. Do as I say, not as I do. Alright. And then it says to... Oh, this is looking... Okay, yeah, this is looking like it's got continuity. Then it says increase double stitch. Increase double stitch 6 again. So does that mean I'm putting a double stitch in the same hole? Work 2 double stitches into the same stitch. That's okay, yeah. I'm glad I'm reading it correctly, not gonna lie. But I will probably undo all of this at one point. I'll probably stitch the body a couple of times because I want to get this down into my head. Okay. 1 double stitch. 2 double stitches. And I'm going to change where my holder is. Be there because I want to know when to stop. One second. There we are. I've got the stitch thingy on. So, yeah, I just need to stop questioning it and start stitching it. If I have to do the body a couple of times, that's fine. I've never done a project like this before. I certainly never crocheted it with the thought of it being 3D before. Did I just do that double stitch correctly? I don't think I did. I think I just did a triple stitch. Pull that through. Then put one other on and pull it through both. That's a double stitch. But then we need to do two in the same hole, which I think is where I was getting confused. It's going to end up huge if you do enough stitches. Okay, there we go. There's that one. I wonder why they had you put a line of single stitches first. Oh, it might be to do with keeping the stuffing in. I need to not stitch so tightly. It would be very helpful for myself. You know you've stitched tightly when you're pulling a stitch through and it creaks. You don't want it to creak. It's looking like the picture, which is good. That's what we want. We want it to look like the picture. Am I going into the layer below? I might be going into the layer below. No, no, we're good. No. Questioning whether that was the right layer or not. I wonder whether I've done in the wrong layer all the way around, but how much that would matter. As long as it's got continuity, it'll look correct. Okay, and then that's our stitch starter, so I think we're there. So there should be 12 stitches all around it now. What's 18? 12 or 18? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's not 12 or 18. I think it's probably 12. So that's not really a stitch I can go into, nor is that one. So the way she's holding it here is like that. I think that looks close enough to the diagram, but I would be tempted to restitch that. I think I've gone a layer too far in on those ones. Why do those ones look like that but the other ones don't? There's also 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. She might be a little deformed. She might be a little ugly. And then it's double stitch all the way around again, but we're doing a decrease stitch, which I know how to do. stitch this, and then decrease stitch here. Double stitch here. Decrease stitch here. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of counting in these streams because I have to figure out where I am. Oh, I think I miscounted that as a stitch. I think it is 12, not 13. There's one stitch that I've done incorrectly that looks like a stitch. It's not quite where it's supposed to be, though. This frog is going to be so tiny. An end of friendship tomorrow. Unsure how the person is going to respond. Knowing her, she'll get mad. Well, I'm glad that you're prepared that she's going to get mad. Is there anything... Do you need to keep yourself safe from this person? Physically and mentally? How mad is mad? Finish this row real quick. Starting to look a little bit like a teeny tiny basket. I think we are there. So this is going to be the body of the frog. You can see it's already starting to bend upwards. Let me replace the stitch thing again. I'm starting to need the stitch marker less and less as I go. Because it's quite clear where the start and finish is when we reach this level. So that's going to be its little butt. That's going to be its little body. It's going to be so tiny. My best friend with me tomorrow. Person goes mad. Bestie got my back. We love a bestie. Bestie got our back. Hell yeah. Double stitch around. Change to yellow in the last stitch. In the last stitch of round 7. I was supposed to be counting the rounds. Double stitch around. Oh, I see. Round 5 to 7. So I need to go around this. 5, 6, 7. So I just did round 4. Then I will do 5, 6, 7. So 3 more rounds of double stitches on this thing. I know what I'm doing. They were supposed to be... This is supposed to be a beginner-friendly kit. But just because it's beginner-friendly does not mean it's foolproof. And I am the fool that tests things for being foolproof. I do think it's supposed to be slightly bigger, but the diagrams are a little bit deceptive. I'm trying to look at the size of the model's fingers next to the thing, and I think I'm on the right size. We'll find out. I don't have my headphones on, but this sounds very space agey, this music. Why so space agey? It's all Game Chops, so it's whatever Game Chops has made. Or maybe I do need the stitch holder here. That is very hard to see where the starting stitch is, not gonna lie. I think it's there, because it's a little bit knotted there. Let me take a look real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 indeed. But my count is supposed to be 24. So I think I've missed a step. But it is the right size. Is it that I'm supposed to do a double stitch and then a decreasing stitch into the double stitch, maybe? I'm gonna undo that. So that is the layer of the decreasing stitch. So the decreasing stitch layer should end with 18. No, the increased layer before that should end in 18. I think I have gone wrong somewhere. I did expect to unpick this and do it again, but I won't do the first layer again. So, double stitch into a magic ring. That's what I've got here. And the stitch count should be 6. 1, 2. Oh Lord, it's a bit hard to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I've done 7. I think I've gone wrong with my very first bit. Hey Bale, how you doing? We're stitching a frog today. And we're bearing in mind that Newt is a beginner at crochet. And that she will unpick her work several times. I'm stitching a belt today. Let's go. Look at us. Look at us doing stuff and things. I hate doing the magic rings. I think I'm getting better at them though. Getting better at understanding how they work. They are just one stitch. One stitch, all better. Maybe it reached 7 because this first stitch counts as a stitch. I don't think it does though, because it's not a double. It's not a double unless I bring it back in, back out, and then through again. And that would be stitch number 1. One. I hate working with these things. Magic rings can suck my toe. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And mark where the round begins, which is here. But I think my confusion is coming from the fact that this is a stitch, but it is so small that it doesn't look like a stitch. Pale, thank you for quote 581. And yes, Pale, yeah, you can. Okay, pull it. Pull it and hope to God it works. There we go. That's what makes it magic. Okay, so increase times 6 so that the count is then 12. Which means going into it, I think that I missed the first increase, or I didn't do the first increase correctly. So it's single stitch plus another single stitch. We want to do. Single stitch and another single stitch. It's 2. Of course, it's not pulling through properly, right, as I have everything in order. It's 3. This is 4. Oh Lord, not while I'm counting. This is 5. And this is 6. So then I should now have 12 stitches all around it, not 13. God, that just does not look right. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I must have miscalculated somewhere again. But we are closer than we were before. But what we are going to do is we're going to put this down. We're going to have a drink. It is our 5-minute break time. For about 30 minutes while I try to... I like that you've given them 15 minutes each. I believe in you, Pale. Thread those needles, buddy. I think the stitch count is confusing me as well. I need to know exactly what my stitch count is. And I need to count the beginning stitches because I've not been. It doesn't help that the stitches are quite front facing. If I count from this one, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Which is a lot closer than 9. Your man from Toy Story is here about to sew up Woody's arm. Is that you? That was you? What? Can you do to Woody what you... No, can you do to me what you did to Woody and clean my eyes, please? That was always the most satisfying bit to me. Is that he could then see clearly. That would make me very happy if somebody did that to me. So then when I go up to increase double stitch, increase double stitch, I did that wrong too. I just increased them all by a double stitch. But what I need to do is alternate an increase stitch, which is a double. I shouldn't call it a double. It's a double single stitch. And then a double stitch after that, which will leave me with 18. Yeah. I'm following it better, but it's not translating to my hands yet. I'll get there. Heyo! I know where those cotton buds can reach. You know it. I can't get that out of my head. There's in a TikTok to do with, oh god, what's her name? Aquafina. You know it. I might get my little magnifying glass out in a bit to actually try and find the stitches, but that would really make me an old woman. If I get this out on stream, am I ever hearing the end of it? I mean, really? I mean, really? Just helps me see. At what point does this become an old lady's channel? Be honest. Don't say it's already there. I won't accept that. I can't accept that. I won't accept it and I can't accept it.
It has been far too long, friend.
Have a good rest. Rest my hands and my eyes especially. My eyes are going to suffer today. No, I just used a magnifying glass to thread the needle. At what point do we move into an old people's home, Pale? It's okay, we can start being honest with ourselves now. Okay, so that I'm counting as the first stitch. So if that's 1, 2, is that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That I count 12 on that one, but I don't think that stitch is quite right. We must ensure that we go into all 12 here. So the first one is an increased stitch. I'm gonna hit him with this, and then hit him with this, and then because that becomes our new start point, we'll move the stitch thing straight away so that I don't lose track. That is our new start point. Oh, it's so fiddly. There we go. Alright. That was our increased stitch, and then we go into a go into this one, which is a double stitch. And that's 2 out of 12. And this one, which doesn't look quite right, but is actually a stitch. Why doesn't that look quite right? I think it's just too tight. It's turned into a knot. Okay. Number 3, increased stitch. Count with me, people. Number 4, double stitch. Number 5, increased stitch. Number 6, double stitch. If I can get into the darn thing. Or am I doing this the wrong way? I'm doing it the wrong way as per usual. Am I on an increased stitch or a double stitch? Oh no, don't do this to me. I'm on an increased stitch, I think. Let me check. Yeah, I'm on an increased stitch. And then I think this is number 7, which is a double stitch. Number 8, which is an increased stitch. Number 9, double stitch. Number 10, increased stitch. Number 11. Double stitch. And then number 12. Increase stitch. Now I feel like I put 2 stitches into double 11 or into number 11 there, but it should work.
I am very proud of you.
Thank you very much. Good enough, Sarimas. So then my total count should be 18. So I'm gonna get my little guy out. Thank you, Belle, for those biddies and for the encouragement. Soon the gym and climbing wall will grow dusty and unused. We will just end up in the study every day. Me with a book and huge magnifying glass. You with your knitting needles and huge glasses. I can't wait! That's the ADHD mansion, the golden years. First saddle stitch is the hardest. Now complete. All the stitching gets easier from now on. Let's go, Pale. I'm proud of you. Please curb your enthusiastic rod thrusts. This is a kids-friendly... This has never been a kid-friendly show. Okay, so if that is my start point, then that is number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and I'm on stitch number 18. I have counted that correctly. Oh, I'm proud of myself for that. So then I need to do... My chair is wobbly. I need to get a little Allen key on my chair. But the first thing I'm going to do is take a tiny little break, because that was so much counting. Then I need to do double stitch, descending stitch, double stitch. So I get that I'm supposed to alternate between those. But then it says that my final count on this should be 24. So I'm adding another 6 stitches to this. Unless it wants me to do the decreasing stitch into a double stitch. I'm confused about that next time. Need a pocket-sized magnifying glass to impress my next date on the fly. Just get... They come in sewing kits. They come in little sewing kits. They're real cute. Also comes with a thimble. But I have a couple of vintage thimbles. Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So what does it want me to do here? Let me study this for a second. The ancient tome. So, invisible decrease. I know how to do an invisible decrease as a stitch, but I don't know how to do it if it's going to make another... It's going to make another thing. Compact fundamental stitch. Oh! No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. How to decrease double stitch in the UK. Double crochet 2 together technique. Insert hook, yarn over, pull up loop, 2 loops on the hook, insert hook into the next stitch. And pull through 3 loops. This creates a clean reduction, turning 2 stitches into 1. But then I would end up with less on my stitch count. I need to add 6 more. I don't think that's what she wants me to do. Reduces the stitch count by joining 2 stitches into 1 shape items. But my stitch count is supposed to go up here. It's supposed to go up by 6. How does that work? They put in a reducing stitch, but it's supposed to go up by 6. That doesn't work. For the leather thimbles. Ooh. Hey, Marina, what are you doing? That's cruel to baby cows. Marina, do you have an insight for this? Because I know you've crocheted before. I've got to decrease, but also add 6 stitches to the next row. I have not done that before. Damn it, Marina! That's why I prefer Lego instructions are more clear. Leather is the byproduct of the meat industry. Facts. Nowadays, it's less cruel for the leather to allow it to go to waste. I absolutely agree with that, Pale. And it should be a byproduct of the milk industry as well. Because it sucks to be born a bull. Well, it sucks to be born a bull 90% of the time. The other 10% is kind of great to be born a bull. I see what it wants me to do. Double crochet followed by invisible decrease followed by double crochet and then do the row like that. So, but then if I'm doing, so if I start off with, hang on, if there's 18 and I'm doing a decrease every other stitch, then I would end up adding 9, not 6. If I were to do the decrease every other stitch by adding another stitch. That doesn't make sense at all. I'm doing air because I went to the gas. Because I went to get gas because my tank was just about empty to grab some food, and after I spent almost 70 bucks on a tank of gas, all of a sudden I didn't want food that much. Jesus, Marina. Yeah, that's a lot. Today's unnecessary knowledge to ponder. Your nips are older than your teeth. And nothing's older than your asshole. Am I right? I hope I'm right. What I will not be right over is this. It says times 6. Again, that would lose me stitches than gain me stitches on this. So, the maths is not adding up in my head right now, is the issue. I genuinely can't tell what she wants me to do there. Big brain Newt confirmed. Hey, B, you get me. It's round 4 that I'm trying to work on. Double stitch, invisible decrease, double stitch. Okay, has she put that like that? So I need to do that order times 6. 3 times 6. That would still only take me to 21. Oh, the maths is not adding up! What does it want me to do? I can read the instruction for round 4. That makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is how that instruction leads me to 24 on my stitch count. I'm thinking so hard right now. I'm thinking so hard. Let's look it up. DC.
27, 42, 29, 25, last one on the roll, 32.
Just not mature enough for this, Martin. How to do the double crochet decrease. That can't be right. Okay. How can you decrease cortisol levels? How can you decrease crochet and end up with more stitches than before. Is that a misprint? No, it can't be, because I do have to increase to get the cup shape. Thank you, Pale, for those biddies. And what are we doing? Are we stretching? Oh no, we're sippy sipping. Thank you for the sippy sip. I appreciate it. My kidneys, thank you. Arigato. Okay, maths, here we go. For example, in a row, you could do 1 reduction leading to -1 stitch, followed by 2 increases plus 2, resulting in a net gain of 1. So, no, that's starting to make sense to me now, because half of 24 is 12, and if I'm doing it every other stitch, then half of that is 6, which means I would get 6 more stitches. Okay, okay, okay. But what on earth order does it want me to do that in? Does it want me to do an invisible decrease? So, in order to do that, I'm doubling it. In my head, I'd be doubling it, but also halving it. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me here. Stay with me here. I'm on 18. I would add another 12 in order to actually add another 6 with the decrease. Which means it's not a double stitch, it's an increased stitch. But do I put that on the double crochet stitch, or do I put it on the decreased stitch, making it into 2? In which case it's a decrease-increase stitch. That doesn't make sense. You have to wait for NASA to crochet? You have to wait for NASA with these instructions. What is this? It's round 4, so I will be going around the circle again. That's true. Double stitch, followed by decrease stitch, followed by double stitch. It's so simple. I get that. I'm doing that 6 times. 6 times 3. 6 times 3. Equals... no. 6 times 3 equals 18. How on earth do you end up with 24? How does that translate into 24 at the end of that? I am so lost. My yelling got the coachman 75% of what he wanted. Should I stop yelling? Yes, Jeff? A whole lunch break here working on my pitch script. No worries, Tay. Thank you for stopping by, you lovely, lovely person. Please enjoy your look. I'm trying to do rocket science, apparently. So that makes sense to me. So those stitches are happening. But because every other stitch is a decreasing stitch, I'll actually end up with 12. So I need to put in increasing stitches to balance that up to 24. I get that, but where does the increasing stitches go? Because there's no way. Let me just try and stitch it the way that they've said real quick. Oh, I haven't done the final stitch on this. Anyone remember what that last stitch was? Looks like a double one. Sorry, it looks like a an increasing one. Okay, so we go into this guy. We just do a double stitch. Nothing fancy. A simple double stitch. And then to do an invisible invisible decrease, you just come in here and you do that. Is my understanding of it. I will either end up with the same amount. Or I will end up with a smaller project. Wait, no, that wasn't meant to be a double stitch. That was meant to be... Oh, it was a decrease stitch. I did do it correctly. If I were to tag on an increase stitch onto the decrease stitch, that would be fine for stitch count, but I don't think it would be fine for the project. I'm doing this because I think it's correct, but it has done nothing to up my stitch count. I will end up with 18 stitches. I will end up with a teeny tiny frog. Maybe this is something that has been lost in translation again between English terminology and US terminology. Because there's a lot in crochet that gets lost in translation between the two. I'm also not against, if I recalculate this, just adding another 6 stitches in. If I'm able to do that, why not? Be my unique froggy. Alright, let's do a final stitch count on that. Who thinks that it's going to add up to 24? I don't. Alright, let's take a look. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Of course it's 18, because I did nothing to increase it. I understand what it's getting me to do, which is, the whole purpose of this is to bring in the corners of it, to make it into a basket, to make it into a body, which, I'm not going to say the body is stuffable, but it will be. I am going to add 6 stitches in. Which I think will have to be on the decrease stitch. Which doesn't make a lot of sense. But I think that's the way it's going to have to be. It's the only way I can fathom that the instructions would work. So we're doing a decrease increase stitch, which doesn't make any sense. I need to go through the stitch thing here. No, I do not. Okay, number 1, double crochet stitch, easy peasy lemon juice. This guy, we're doing a decrease stitch, and then what I will do is after the decrease stitch, I will just do another stitch. Not sure how that's going to bring the project in, but it's clear that mine is not to question why. Another double stitch there, and then the next decrease stitch goes here. Add an extra stitch, because why not? Not while I'm counting. I can only think that I've gotten the decreased stitches wrong. That's not going to work. It's ending up flat. That defeats the purpose entirely of doing this. I'm going to have to ponder on this even more. I must be doing the decreased stitch wrong. Stuff you're putting in. Ooh, pale. But I will be. That will be. Live on camera if I can get this project done. As long as you're not doing a husband stitch. For real. For real. Insert hook into the front loop of the first stitch. Insert hook into the front loop of the next stitch. 2 hoops become when 2 become 1. But that's clearly not what's happening here, because I will end up with less stitches. I understand that by halving half the stitches, you get back down to 12, which you would then double to make 24. But what I cannot think of the double. Surely it doesn't want me to do the 3 stitches in one hole. This can't be right. I'm going to have a think. I'm also going to have a snack. Fail, Johnny! I'm going to have a think. I'm going to have a snack. I cannot figure this out. I'm searching Google as well. Google has no answers for me. But that could be because I'm getting American results, and it could be that a decreased stitch is different in the UK. See, I would have thought that I did it wrong and that I was supposed to do an even bigger stitch on the double stitch, but it says this pattern uses UK terminology. I can't fathom that. I can understand that it would get it back down to 12 stitches, right? Because if you're doing that decrease every other, then you're taking 6 stitches away in the next row. That gets you back down to 12. How on earth does that get to 24? How do you end up with double? you have to put another 12 stitches in, which means the double crochet has to create 2 stitches, which is not what it usually does. I'm going to go around again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an extra stitch in every double crochet and then see how that looks. And then it's a whole increase thing again. Why does everyone in England and their mother have to burn things in their back garden as soon as the weather is even slightly sunny? I've got ash coming in my window right now. Round 5 to 7 is easy. You literally just double stitch all around and it's fine. Then look, it says DC, decrease DC times 6, and you get 18 from 24, taking 6 stitches away. That makes sense, because you're doing 6 decreases. 6 decreases, 6 less stitches, that's fine. If you were to do an increase here, you wouldn't get the barrel shape, so it must be a decrease. But these double stitches must have an extra stitch attached. As a fire lover, I'm saying nothing. Oh, if it's in my back garden, I don't mind. If I'm doing the burning, then I love it. But it's everyone else that's the problem, you know? Does the magnifying glass work on stream? Sort of just reflecting the camera. That's what you guys look like. Does it work if I do this? Woo. It's too bright, but if I put it at an angle, then you can see what I can see. Hey. Alright, I said I'd take a break. A proper break this time, but I am going to go round because if a decrease is a -1 and a double stitch is a plus nothing, then I must turn those double stitches into a +1 so that we're -6, we're -6, but we're +12, which will put us at a +6, which will lead us to 24. It's the only way I can think that the maths would work. And the maths must work, because maths never lies. I've only got the arse of the project. It's literally it's literally the frog's butthole. That's all I have, and it's an hour into stream. It's gonna go really well! We're gonna have it finished by the end of today. I'll catch you all later. Much love. Oh, good luck with applying to those jobs, Johnny. I hope that you get some interviews, and even further than that, I hope they hire you. Does your mum crochet? Could she help you decode it? She does crochet, but I don't think I don't think she could decode this. I think that they've mistakenly put double crochet and they meant increase. I think that's wrong. Because doing a double crochet creates 1 stitch, not 2. As far as I'm aware. You pull it, double crochet, you go in. Yeah. Unless you were to do a proper double stitch. Because I always called those double stitches 1.5. 1.5 inches of stitching, it's fine, it takes time. It takes time. It happens, it takes time. This is what the little froggy's gonna have in it. Squidgy, squidgy. There's something about handling wool downing that when you start to handle this is artificial downing, it just feels really weird. Once you've gotten used to wool, once you go wool, you never go back. I will then use this tiny baggie to store all of my drugs. It's what I trade on the streets. Stuffing. Hey, you got an ounce of stuffing on you, buddy? It'll cost ya. What a thrilling life I lead. Okay, I need to stop thinking about it because I'm taking a break, but my brain is still going over it. Stop it. If I were to hook once, do one stitch, hook again, do another stitch. That's not a double crochet, but I was taught it was a double crochet. And that would leave me with 2 stitches. But then because I'm doing that 6 times, it's 2 times 6, which is 12. But it's actually 6 because of the decrease, yeah. I have a kilo brick of stuffing. I would just jump on it. Well, almost. Newt is a dealer now. Would you like a keyring 2 full size? And I don't actually know what those are. And a needle, a little baggie. These are the goods. These are the goods. You planted it on me, officer. I'm just squishing this as a fidget toy right now. It's not an airproof bag. It's letting air out when it's sealed. It slowly inflates. This poor frog stuffing, I've been torturing it. I've not got my headphones on, but this music sounds like it would send me to sleep. I was also supposed to get up during this break. All I've done is eaten a bit of chocolate. Oh, someone might be having a barbecue, actually. It's gone from smelling like ash to smelling like food. It is perfect barbecue weather, to be fair. And it's Friday. I can forgive that. Pitch script done! Recorded and hopefully worth a damn. Well, even if it isn't, you yourself are worth a damn, Tay, and you should never give up. And it will be. You got this. I refracted my own face back onto stream. Can I do that? You just see a mini me in the magnifying glass. Just a little noob. If I'm increasing the stitches but decreasing the angle, is it going to end up flat? Can we see the cuteness? I don't have 2 cameras, otherwise I would. You're too good to me. We're just as good as you deserve, Tay. Boo! Dinner down the hatch. Let's go, Lady Magora. Well done on dinner. GG's. I am doing really well at crochet. There are no lies in that voice. I'm doing really well. I can't fathom this round. My lady, come, my lady, you're my sugar pie. Tay, baby, hey, how's it? Alright, I should stand up for one in a minute. I'm just being lazy. Ooh. I did take Cosmo for a walk today, and we hoofed it up the hill together. And I think my legs have just decided to just give up the goat after that. It's my hips do hurt. Aww. Dang. Oh, you can see my notes here now. You don't need to see my notes. That's stuff that I've got to do. Alright, I've stood up. The old legs are working. There's blood in the old bird yet. So I'll try this, and then if it doesn't work, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I might have to just make it a smaller frog? We've got to get that stitch count up to 24. Otherwise the whole thing doesn't work.
Good puppy.
Oh. Thank you. Arigato. So this is the double stitch that I'm going to turn into... That's what it would usually do, but I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. Wait, no, that only adds height. That's a different stitch. Ignore what I just did. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this, which is an increase stitch, immediately followed by a decrease stitch, which doesn't make any sense. Lost half of my thread. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Eight. Number 9. Number 10. Number 11. Number 12. Number 13. 14. 15. Somehow number 16. But I'm supposed to get to 18. That's increased the number of stitches and it's made it slightly more sideways, but I don't think that that's enough. Never stop except to call me yours, then I'll die. No, no dying. This is the top of the frog. I think it will work. But I've miscounted my stitches anyway. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-ish. So I'm missing 3. I do get the impression that that would work. Let me just check that I have 18 as a starting point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yes, I have 18 as a starting point. Brilliant. What was that? Was that a stretch or a sippy sip? I didn't see it. Now I can't see it at all. Am I stretching or sipping? Stretching, sipping, or moving? I suppose it could be a moving. Tell me. Moving! We moving! Oh, Jerry. Hello. How you doing, Jerry? Jerry, I need your mother to tell me. I'm struggling to decipher this thing. Have you ever done this sort of crochet before? I'm making a frog. Let me see it, darling. Okay, so this is what I'm struggling to decipher. The ancient texts here. On round number 4, it says double stitch, which is a single stitch in America. Bear that in mind. So it says single stitch, invisible decrease, single stitch, times 6, after a row of 18, which in my mind would decrease it back to 12, because you're taking away 6 stitches in the decrease stitches. But it's telling me I end up with 24? Are you aware of any technique that means that you do the decrease but you end up with more stitches? It is too small. It is too small. It is just a baby. It is just a baby. It is a little froggo. You do doubles, but in a different way. Apparently. And this one specifically uses UK terminology. Does a double stitch leave you with 1 stitch or 2 stitches? Because I can make it in this way, and it does make sense. But I only end up with 18. There is no way that I can do this that I end up with 24. And it still have the curve. Didn't know there was a difference at all. I've never heard of that before. Right? There's a way you can do the decrease stitching, which leaves you with the same amount. But I think what it's implying is that the double stitches would leave you with 2 stitches, which is the American way, but this definitely specifies UK terminology. Indicates a series of stitches to be repeated. Yep, that's fine. Double crochet. Invisible decrease. Yeah, our doubles are yes. 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 Yes, exactly. It kind of sucks, but this is a UK pattern. But what I can't fathom is that the decrease is resulting in more stitches. That can't be a thing. Unless there's a way of doing an invisible decrease that I don't know about. It's not adding 6, it's taking away 6. Which means that the bulk of the thing, when you go to round 5 to 7, which is supposed to be 24 stitches big, is actually 18 stitches big. Which means the frog is going to be tiny. That would explain so much when using online patterns. Yeah, you gotta check, you gotta check. Is it stabby time? It is stabby time. Well, it's hook time. Maths. I just don't... I can't fathom it. Because if 2/3... That also doesn't add 6. That adds 8. We're not stabbing things today. I'm not stabbing things today. I might end up stabbing something over this maths. So which are you having issues with? I'm having issues with round number 4. So my count, my stitch count around, all around this circle is 18. That's correct. As it should be, 18. It's then telling me to go around and do double stitch, invisible decrease, double stitch. All of which results in just 1 more stitch for each. 6 times. That makes sense. Brilliant. But that only ends with 18, not 24. How do I end up, when decreasing, with 6 more stitches on it? This is why I stick with saddle stitching. I don't need to decode back, front, front, back, front. I looked up a way you can do decreases that's different, but you end up with 1 less stitch. Is that an invisible decrease? Yes, I looked at it, and that should only end up with one stitch on top? Or have I miscalculated that? I'm looking at this like an American. Hang on, American. My understanding of an invisible decrease is you just go into the... There's two lines of thread on every stitch, and you just go into the first one, which brings the project up. Can't be too steep of a decrease, otherwise he'll end up with a cone head. I don't want to give him a cone head. He's just a baby. Also, 1 second, I've got to send something to someone. I would never text and stream. But here's the ancient texts, if you can help me decipher. So this is a 2-loop, 3-loop pull. Yes. I had to convert that from UK in my head. Yes. Let me phone Mama Berry. I can't believe we're getting tech support on here. Hang on, let me phone my mother as well. I have to know. I asked my mother. She has no idea. Mama Berry, it just hit the fuck you button on me. She didn't answer. No! Both of our bag stops have failed. I'm just looking if on the website for this pattern there's been any revisions. The finished size is about 5 centimeters, 2 inches long. Contains photographs and instructions. I get that. But they're not actually helping me right now. Let's go to the YouTube channel. They have a YouTube channel, but I don't think they have one specifically. Double crochet, UK terminology, how to crochet tutorial. This is by the person who made this kit. I cannot be... I'm connecting with them. Yarn over hook, pull through the chain. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. My double stitches are correct. She doesn't have a video on how to do a decrease. Help me now. I can only... Wait, let me see the pattern website. Gimme, gimme, gimme. This is by... who is it by? This is by My Queer Gifts. And it was a gift from a queer. We are left to the hands of Google. Yes, the videos. Yes. How on earth do you do a decrease which changes... It turns... The whole point of the decrease is to turn it from a flat piece into a cup. That's the whole point. How does that end up with more stitches? Because surely that defeats the point of it coming upwards. Because then it would be flat if you're adding just as many stitches. We simpletons know nothing about it. Everything else from that point onwards makes sense because it says double crochet, decrease, double crochet, and then... You see, you've got 6 less in that one. So it can't be that the same thing brings you 6 more and then 6 less. It has to be a mistake. Crocheting is the IKEA of cloth. It really is. It said assemble. That has to be a mistake. I am so confident that that is a mistake. Prove me wrong. Because it's got the exact same instruction on round 9 and you end up with 6 less stitches. Increase, double stitch, so that increases by 6, that makes sense. Increase by 6 from 6 is 12. The maths make sense on the steps before that too. Round 4 is the one that doesn't make sense. How are you supposed to add 6 stitches while still maintaining the curve? It must be that you add another stitch onto the invisible decrease, but by doing that, that negates the decrease. There's no point in doing that. My next hope is to find a similar pattern and to see what they do. Sorry, I'm knee deep in Google right now. I hate when crochet kits don't have a video to go along with. Right, though? There's some instructional things. I think that I would be more inclined to go back by a row and do a full increase the row beforehand to bring it up to 24. And then to do a decrease after that, which would keep it on 24. That's what I'd be more likely to do. They could private the tutorials for link and out. Yes, exactly. Where people can see it later again. It's all good, Tay. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being so lovely. And I will see you in a bit. I'm just looking at the page that they have on this, on their website, but it doesn't show the other side. Sorry, something going on at the house making me quite uncomfortable right now. Not helping me focus on this. Need to focus back on my art. I hope you figure it out. Thank you. I think that the only thing that I can do, which I think is possibly what they have done, but they've not counted it, because the head of the frog is what you're doing, and it is so flat. I think what they've done is they've actually just done an increase row on row 3. I think they've doubled the stitches in one row, taking it from 12 to 24, not by 6. So I am going to undo the last row and then do it again. And then we'll see where we're at. You okay? I'm all good. I'm all good. I just don't like it when I'm speaking or I'm trying to do something and somebody's right outside my door. And somebody was right outside my door, and it just annoys me because I asked them not to be outside my door. And it's like, I don't know, I just don't like it. There's a lot of stuff that happens that maybe I'll talk about one day, but it was just uncomfortable. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then if it turns out that the frog is too... It could turn out that the frog is too square in the head, then we will have a square-headed frog. And I will accept and love him. That's the only way I can fathom that it would make sense. And then I would end up with 24, and I would be cool with that. Yeah. We've hit another break, but to be honest, we spent that whole time discussing stuff. So what I might do is I might take a little pee break. because I gotta go piss queen. Or go be a piss queen. So how long have we got left off stream? I just spent an hour and 40 minutes. And tell you what I'm going to do when I get back? We're going to bash out this frog. However it looks, whatever it looks like, whatever's going to happen, I'm going to come back and make a frog. It's going to happen. So I will pull a BRB screen. I will see you all in a moment. And good luck if you're following along with any projects. And I'm sorry if my voice is a little weird. Things happen. And I'll take a little pee break myself. See you in a bit. Okay, nervous system is calmed, but I might shut my window because there are some people beneath it. Oh, just in time. Another ding. Or at least I heard another ding. There you go. Right, what did I say I was going to do? I was going to do a full increase, I said. I did have a thought while I was in the bathroom, but my thought was incorrect. I wondered whether I'd missed a row. The same thing, of increase, double stitch, increase. But it looks like I haven't. So, increase... Yeah, I'm going to do a full row of increasing stitches on this row. That seems sensible. Oh, I think I undid way too much. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 2 more. 11. 12. So 12 is our starting point, and then we're going to double it. And send it up to 24. We're completely going to negate that 18 step. That seems sensible to me. Hugs and kisses. No, thank you, Pale. I appreciate it. I apologise if my voice gets a little bit shaky. It just evades me at moments like these. I get all quiet. It's still going on. It's just not right outside my door right now, which is all I care about. Selfishly. I didn't put the stitch holder in here. I believe it's there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many times can I say 6, 7 in this stream? 8. This is 9. This is in no way is this going to reach. No, I'm miscalculating. This is 10. This is 11. And this is 12. I did miscalculate. That is going to equal 24. And even if it doesn't, we're just going to carry on as if it does, because I want to get this frog done. Even if it's the scrungliest little scrungler, I'm going to get it done. So now I'm at 24. I will do the double stitch, decrease double stitch, round number 4, as it is written, completely bypassing round number 3 and replacing it with a purely increase round, which I think might be what she's done. So, number 1, double stitch, which is a single stitch in America. And because I've done that, I will move the stitch grab up. Put in there. I will then do my invisible decrease stitches. Which is this guy. Okay, and then back into double stitch. This is number 3. Is it there? No, it's not. It's here. Tight stitches. This was an invisible decrease one, which I've not done properly. Focus me, focus. Okay. I'm not sure how many that's been, but we're making quite a tight row here. I have to bring this all the way off like that. I am your master now. I am the master. Lost some of it there. Lost my plot. I think as a rule, I do need to make my stitches a bit bigger. Because how's this thing gonna grow if I'm, like, stifling it? That is completely incorrect, that stitch. What did you think of the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced video? I can't wait! I actually can't wait. It looked insanely good to me. And I would be incredibly excited to play it. See it as well as play it. Tight stitches. I'll be so glad when row 4 is over and I can just do double stitches all the way around for a bit and just not think. I just get the feeling that this is what she's done. And then she's tried to make it user-friendly and put an extra step in that doesn't need to be there. And has messed up her stitch count. I've lost what I'm doing. Right, how many stitches are we? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is the 14th. So if it's on, off, off, then this would be a decrease stitch. Because it's an even number. Look at me doing maths. I think it was a decrease stitch anyway. It looks like I went through that hole, but then I just immediately forgot what I was doing. Shy about 6 inches so far. Just a tad shy. Let me see the pattern again, because Mother is now curious. This be the pattern. Screenshot. What I'm really good at is forgetting what I've just stitched. Very good at that. Okay, we've reached the end, or what I think is the end of this. I think it's at a good angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? How have I ended up back on 18? That can't be right. Hang on, let me do a finishing stitch here. Then I'll go in with my magnifier. Also, are they doing motion capture on the faces for Assassin's Creed Black Flag? I heard somewhere that they were doing motion capture of new faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a very confusing little bundle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 I've ended up on. I should be on 24. Fuck it, we're doing the rest of the frog. I will have a frog at the end of today. He will be deformed and he will be ugly. But I will love him all the same. How on earth did I end up at 18 again? Did I just end up following the darn thing again? Doesn't look like it's at a steep enough angle either. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Once I know how to do this, I don't see why I couldn't start making my own shapes. Because all they are really is a oval. And then you stitch other ovals to go on as the limbs? Question mark? That's essentially what it is. Mum says it was most likely a typo and supposed to be increase, not decrease, because you decrease later, round 9. That's what I thought! Hang on, let me do some thinking in my head. She's right, she's totally right. Please tell Mama Berry that she's totally right. Because it's not a decrease stitch that would make it go up. It's the fact that you stitch the same row of 24 again and again that makes it go up. It's not a decrease. There is not a decrease there. She's so right. Increase. I put it in all caps. Thank you, Mama Berry. She's so right. So to make a sphere is what you will need to do. Yes. Would it be bad if I stayed on like an extra hour of stream to try and get this done? Because I'm so into it now. Okay. Let's go again. I'm going to try and do looser stitches this time too. This will make them easier to count. It will make the frog bigger. And it will make my life a whole lot easier. I'm getting better at making the magic rings. Though I hate the name of them. They're still kind of the bane of my existence. What is the difference between a magic ring and a slip knot? Her words were, to make a sphere, you basically just make half a sphere and then reverse. Yeah. Me and Mama Berry are connecting right now. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Because that was my first instinct, but then I instantly wrote it off because I thought, oh, it must be a decrease. Because she knows what she's talking about, and then that would change the direction of the thing to go upwards. But it's not that. The thing that makes it go upwards is stitching the same row over and over without increasing it. Because you're going round and round. So you don't need to decrease it to make it go upwards. You just need to not increase it. You need to be neutral. Okay, we have a magic circle. Which she is right, because it goes 6, 12, 18, 24, 18, 12, 6. Yes, it adds 6 more. Because you'd be doing the increased stitches, which result in 2 stitches. Of course I would try a simple kit for this. and think, oh, that'd be an excellent place to start. Only for me to have a typo on row 4. Not saying that's just my luck, but it's not good luck. Stitch number 4. I'm trying to keep them fairly loose. And then stitch number 5. And then stitch number 6. There is our starting point. 6 double stitches, all put in together on a little circle. All right. One moment, I've just got to text someone something. There we are. All done. Right. There's supposed to be an hour left of stream. I think that it might take more. But you know what? We'll see. And then we're doing increase stitches times 6, which equals 12. Who knew I could do maths? I wonder if it's a typo that the creator's aware of. Surely it must be, because it's such a fundamental part of it. The kit doesn't make sense with it. People must have brought this up with her. Right, why is this stitch not working? What is the issue? Why is this stitch so tight? It shouldn't be. Might be loosening the original stitch rather than stitching into what I want to. Yes, I am. I see my issue. Okay, so this is 1. And because it's number 1, I'll put the stitch marker in it. I'm not going to lose my bloody place. Not today, no how. This is 2 with an increase. This is 3 with an increase. This is 4 with an increase. I'm trying to make bigger stitches, much bigger stitches. This is 5 with an increase. I'm at stitch number 5 out of 6 and I'm only halfway around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. We have an extra stitch somewhere. But that equals 12, which is all I care about. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, I only got 11 on that count. I do need to do the increase. There we go. And then we're doing increase double stitch until we reach 18, and then we're doing that again, but sandwiching double stitches. I'm just turning my room light on. I can't work in these conditions. It's really nice to have the camera light. It has a ring light on it. It's meant to be like a vlogging camera, but I just use it for the focus work on my desk. But it's really nice to have because it lights up your hands perfectly. So we're doing increase double stitch. So we go into number 1. We do 1 stitch with an increase. We then move our stitch tracker. Pop it in this one, because that is numero 1. We then do a double stitch, making 3. We then do a stitch with an increase. We then do a double stitch. We then do a stitch with an increase. These stitches are close together. We then do a double. No, stitch with an increase. Do a double. Stitch. Increase. And a double. Stitch with an increase. Double. Increase, and then a double. I think it's promising that I'm ending on a double here, because I'm supposed to. Yeah. Okay, let's see how many stitches we have there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Whoa! I think that's the first time it's matched up. And then we're going to do this. This is round number 4, the one we've had so much trouble with. We're going to do double stitch, increase, double stitch, rather than decrease. That makes our new starting stitch, so we need to get rid of this. Put in I'm trying to make my increase stitches nice and big, just to establish them, be like they're there. Stitch. Increase. Stitch. Stitch. Increase. Stitch. Increase. Stitch. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm in major focus mode. Row 4 has to be good. Stitch. Crease. Stitch. And I'm ending on a decrease? Or, sorry, an increase, which I should not be? I don't think. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I should be at 24. So I've somehow dropped 2 stitches there. So what I'm going to do is go into here and do another increase stitch at the risk of it looking a little janky. But they say you should put mistakes in all of your works because it lets the fairies get out. And then I am double stitching around, all around, and changing to yellow in the last stitch of round 7. All I need to do is make sure that this equals 24. 1. Mark it. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then it would have to go into the original one to make that work, but I think I'm willing to do that. That might actually equal 23 at the moment, but I'm willing to put an extra stitch in the other end to make it even out. I counted 23 stitches then. So I will do 24 this time, but I will try and add an extra one over here, which I hope will work. So that was round number 5. I am now moving on to round number 6. Is that number 1 of round number 6? I think it must be. And we will count again. Who likes counting with Newt? It's much easier now, it's a bit more substantial. 1, 2. Actually, no, that's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. I've not counted these very well. I've missed a few. 19. 20. 21. 22. We're at 23 again. Well, we're at 22 all the way around. So I need to decide whether those 2 drop stitches matter enough for me to replace them or redo them. I think no. I think I will accept this as a 22 stitch project. 2 drop stitches is not the end of the world. It's just going to be slightly smaller froggy. So, this is number 7, which we will be changing our colour on. We'll be changing to our yellow. I'll see how much thread is left over. Not thread. I'll see how much wool is left over at the end of this. I may even have some green wool myself. So I could follow the pattern again. I'll try and make another one. Even if I make it out of weird colours, it could be a psychedelic frog. But I'm intrigued by this, and even though it's been difficult so far, I have quite enjoyed it. I think that's where I'm dropping stitches. It's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. How have I counted so many different ones? 23. This should be a 22 project. 24. I'm somehow back to 24. My counting's got to be wrong. It's also like this, so there's a lot more stitches on that side. It's gonna be the scrungliest frog, guys. It's gonna be the scrungliest little scrungler. And then, because this is the last stitch of it, if I'd added in any more bits, it would look horrific. I'm glad I chose not to add any more stitches in. Don't lick the poison frog, you might see weird colours. Oh, Jeff, no. Hello, Pasta Girl, and hello, Raiders. It is good to see you. Love and cheer the Pasta Raiders here. May your smiles be many, and you always know how loved you are. Oh, that is such a nice little raid message. Thank you so much. Hello, Pasta Girl and Raiders. It is great to see you. My name is That Right Woman, aka Newt Newt, aka Saint Dumas, if I'm being particularly obtuse. Welcome on in. It is lovely to see you. I am a writing streamer, as the name might suggest, but on Fridays we do crafts, and on this Friday we are attempting our very first 3D crochet project. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's not what it's going to look like. At the library! I am somehow 2 stitches short and 4 stitches over. Do the maths on that one, because I can't figure it out. And we found, so this is my very first time doing this, and we found a typo in row 4 to deal with. And so it's not been the most perfect project, but we're going to get the scrungliest little frog out of it, and I can't wait. Don't forget the best days, Mondays. Yes, I run my own Minecraft server called the Scriberverse, and we do Minecraft Mondays. Minecraft Mondays, Gaming Tuesdays, Writing Thursdays, and Crafting Fridays at the moment. So welcome on in, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We've well exceeded our follow goal this month. That is really, really kind of you. Thank you. So that's supposed to be going up as much as that, which means there's more stitches on this side, which makes sense because I added more stitches on this side, but I don't think that was a wise choice. I do love some Minecraft. This is good! Spade people to play Minecraft with. Let's go! Spade! You mean Gaming Wednesdays, right, Newt? Did I say gaming? Or did I say Overwatch Wednesdays? Because I usually end up playing Overwatch. Just play with anyone, yeah. Not a Minecraft. I I really am. Well, I am at the moment. But that's my own fault. I've not curbed the desire.
I'd like to spend my vacation at the library!
Barry, thank you for joining us at the library, and thank you for contributing to my well-exceeded follower goal. Okay, so switch colour on the very last stitch of that row, which I have done. Do I need to cut? I don't need to cut that off yet, but I'm going to have to. I'll cut it off, but cut it long, and then I guess I'll sew it in. Yeah, I'll cut it off and then sew it in, because we're just using the yellow now. There's no more need for the green. Oh, they play with me back. This is good. Oh, Lineker. It's a red and run, but I gotta get ready for my first day working at the bookstore. You're working at a bookstore? How amazing. So I'll leave you tabbed up for a lurk. Thank you so much for lurking and boosting the numbers. And thank you so much for the raid and entrusting your community with me. I will say what Bat Penguin says when I raid her and say that your community is in sort of safe hands. She's making a hole. Hey, she's going down to bedrock, isn't she? How can she build a hole that big but not have a plan of what to do with it? I don't understand. Marina! My friend just opened up. Tomorrow is the grand opening. Oh, I would give anything to have a friend with a bookstore. I would be there every day. Oh, heckin' heck, we're getting another raid! Oh, hey, Jinx! Hey! Hey, Newt, have you met me? There's 2 raids in a row, holy moly! Hey, Jinx. Jinx I know. And I have a feeling that I'm going to know people in Jinx's chat as well. Very, very well. I won't believe the newcomers if you'll hand over your copper wires. Don't give any copper to Jerry. It makes her go funny. Also, Jinx Raid! Hey, Jinx, how you doing? Much love, friends. Much love, Pasta Girl. I hope you have a very, very good day at the bookshop. And it goes really well. Yo, lurk. All good. Thank you for the lurk. Shout out Major Jinx and shout out Pasta Girl. Absolutely. It was Magora and I. But copper! I just got a bunch of copper at, because I didn't mean to go mining, but I'd meant to light up the area around the cliff that I'm currently flattening. And then I ended up going into the caves to try and light them up, and the caves kept leading to more caves, and then it was real deep. And so I went into that as well, which wasn't technically caving, but I wasn't going to leave the ores behind. And then I got stuck. But I found daylight. And that was a whole session that I didn't even mean to do. I might hop on tonight. It's a nice Friday night. Nice Friday night for doing some mining and crafting. I'm not counting these stitches. I'll count them after the fact. They'll be so easy to see in the new colour. It didn't raid. It raided for me. It came up as a raid for me. Peekaboo, hey! I donate all my copper. All to the copper god. We've got 2 copper gods on my server. One of them is Pale, because he's building a huge monument out of copper. And I've been giving, or I've been putting all of my spare copper in where Pale can get it. And then there's Jerry, who just seems to spawn copper wherever they go. I bought a small bundle of copper wire for a craft and the urge to chomp, but it is expensive. Is it like gold? Can the human body technically process copper? Is this something that maybe Jerry doesn't need to know? The answer is technically yes. The recommended dietary allowance for adults is 0.9 milligrams daily. And the body generally stores 50 to 120 milligrams. While necessary, too much copper is harmful. Ingesting over 1 gram of copper sulfate can be fatal. Jerry? It's me, I'm going in a hole. Jerry! Time for me to put the first thing in the hole. What's it going to be? Is it going to be a tiny house? Hey yo! Counting me out of the copper gods. Are you building anything out of copper though? I'm counting a copper god as someone who needs copper, not someone who gathers copper. Hey, Jinx, thank you so much for streaking. I love the view. And second of all, thank you for the 7 stream streak. That's a whole week, and that's really impressive. Thank you so much. So safe to chomp, only if it's under a gram. I will have you know I picked up 43,244 pieces on the server. The server's only 4 months old, Marina. And I swear you only joined like 2 months ago. Mama Berry is going to be so confused when it goes bye-bye. Oh, Lord. That is so impressive, Marina. I mean, I know Jerry said that Jerry said me and Marina are going to have the wildest 2-week Minecraft phase on this server. I knew it was going to be wild, but I didn't expect it to be... Hang on, let me find it again. I didn't expect it to be 43,244 pieces of raw copper wild. Logging in to look at my stats now. I thought you'll only play on Monday. Well, the server's up all the time. The server's up all the time. It's a fancy Nodecraft server. So it sort of runs itself. And also, I saw that, because I've got extra spying mod powers, I saw that the server went a little bit wrong, or stuttered for you, Marina, the other night. I restarted it. The server had not had a restart in over a month. It was running on like 38 days continuously. So I hope that problem is resolved. If it hasn't, then I'll go into the super admin powers area and see what I can do. I have mined 5,104 normal copper ore and 300 deep slate copper, so about 5.4 copper ore mined. That is insane, Marina. Love Minecraft for 2 weeks a year. You gotta go for the 2-week phase. Basically live a lot of AFKing on the server. I will hop on an AFK every now and then, and I say hi to Marina and Jerry, and they don't say hi back, and it makes me sad. What are you up to, Newt? I'm making a frog! This is what it's supposed to look like. Whether it will look like that at the end, I don't know. Because I'm 2 stitches short, but also 4 stitches over on the same row, and I don't know how that works. But I'm rushing it because I spent ages trying to figure out this one thing in the instructions that turned out to be a typo, mind you, in the first kit of this I've ever done. And so I'm a bit like, let's just whatever the frog looks like, whatever it looks like, I will love it. And it will be my froggy. Now my aim is to get close to 24 stitches along the top. Actually, let me do a count before I do the final 2 stitches, because I could cut a stitch. Okay, we have 1, 2... Hang on, I need my magnifying glass. I'm an old woman. Actually, that's really hard to see. Let me count from the bottom, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then if I cut a stitch up here, then I'll have a 24 stitch thing, which is technically what I want. But it didn't quite happen. I got 2,948 stone copper ore and only 293 deep ore. What was Marina's? Oh, catch up, Jerry. You've got another 2k to go. 12,127 raw ore picked up. Well, the raw ore picked up thing is, it's good, but it also is like, it depends on fortune. Do you play Java or Bedrock? The server is on Java because I was told it was better. I don't know a thing about Minecraft. Somehow it's my server. And going on to the big hole is the tree farm, so we can get wood with haste too. Oh, Marina, you know how to treat a woman. 842 oxidized. I hate you. Don't you talk about the pile. I don't look at the pile. I don't think about the pile. I can't think about the pile. Okay, this little scrungler is being a little scrungler. There we go. So now I'm moving on to double stitch, descending, double stitch, which means I'm going to have to flip the thing inside out. So double stitch is number 1. Move the stitch minder. I don't actually know what this is called. Stitch holder? And then when I go in to do a thing... Oh, no, I don't need to flip it. I just need to be careful about what I'm doing. I just go into one of these. And that does my decrease for me. Oh, it's so much easier to do once you've actually done a lot of the work. When you've actually got something to hold on to, much easier. We're making a little egg. Egg! Also need to be aware, because I've not crocheted in a long time, but I've not crocheted on stream before. And when I look at chat, I completely lose what I'm doing, so I must leave it in a place where I know what I'm doing. Josh just make out on top of it. I guess it's the jealousy that makes her not able to think of it. It's the fact that it's so tall now, Jerry. One day you're going to fly into it and you're going to regret your life choices. Java is king in Minecraft. Is it? I don't know why. True. I got 6.1 days played. That might be more than me. It's my server, though. It should be playing more than anyone. How do I have more time played? By playing more? Halfway through the campaign. She watched us make out on... Yeah, I really did. I sadly got busy. I was thinking of... She was busy thinking about us. Yeah, she was. I'm actively adding more right now. Jerry, I try hard to love you. I really do. You make it difficult. You know what? The first gag in that isn't even me. It's Jinx. It should be attributed to Jinx. Thank you for the biddies. Who played it? Thank you for the biddies. Jinx! Java a lot more than Bedrock, mainly because of a number of things. At minute it runs better, and things like redstone are not random. In Bedrock they can be. Can they? Does Bedrock change redstone? I thought it was to do with, like, cosmetics. Java Minecraft is easily modded. I'm not sure if there are any mods for Bedrock. We use, this is our Java server, so it's...
I want to tell you something. You're such a good girl.
Stop it! Thank you, Bale, for those biddies. I've completely lost my train of thought after that. No, we use map mods, mostly. And maybe a free cam? I feel like Jerry has a free cam. We keep it as vanilla as possible, but because we use it for content, sometimes it can be good to look around. You have to try to love me? No, you're easily lovable. I don't mean that. There's so many bugs. Was that me? The first gag is you, Jinx. I cannot take credit for the first gag. What is this focus clock thing? So I'm using my writing club overlay because the crafting streams are very new. This is my 3rd crafting stream. I only started them this month, so I don't have a crafting overlay. And the focus timer is to remind me while I'm crafting to take a break. But because it has longer breaks in it, I only take 5-minute breaks of the 15-minute breaks that show up. So it's a little bit inconsistent. I would like to have another copy of that widget configured for the crafting streams, but I've not been able to even look at that yet. And it's a Pomo timer, Tainted. It's runs 25-minute sprints, as in focus times, with 5-minute breaks or 15-minute breaks. Bedrock and Java use different types of coding languages, so things have to work different. I had no idea. I have free hand to look at my builds. Yeah. Bedrock is coded in C++ and Java is coded in, well, Java. Marina, that makes so much sense, but I didn't put that together before. When did I do that? It was one of our streams together. It would have been a Jute stream. I miss the Jute streams. When can we be on? I guess it will have to be Wednesdays, because that's the only day that I game now. Or special event. We can make it a special event. You are a special event. Oh no, I did that in the wrong thing, I think. Hang on. Oh yeah, I did it in the wrong thing. I'm decreasing inwards, not outwards. Otherwise I'm going to end up with an inside-out frog. Like that. Though not a double stitch. Just a single stitch. Et voila. So this should eventually start to close up and become a 3D sphere. I'm so unfamiliar with this type of crochet. Never ever done it before. I was going to do some granny squares. Those I can do. It's really nice to see how much it's grown in size since the start. It's like a tiny little hat. You can work on something unless you're happy to do a Saturday. I'll have to consider which Saturdays because I'm not free for the next 3. The random redstone in Bedrock, from what I understand, it's 100% random. If you have 2 pistons trying to extend onto the same block in Java, it is locational. So the result will always be the same. And there are some other minor bugs that make redstone builds in Java not work in Bedrock. So it's more mathematic in Java then? Or it's more linear? Speaking of Saturdays, you got the little bit of time after stream to double check if I have the watch party working again? Yes, I do. Or I will. Depends on when stream is going to end. It's supposed to end in 10 minutes, but I'm kind of into this. I'm kind of getting very into this now. But yes, I should have a bit of free time. Remind me right before stream ends. Oh, that was a double stitch. Oh, I'm a fool. Okay. No idea how many stitches that is. You know what? Mine is not to question why. Mine is only to follow this pattern as if it has no typos. And it has, I see that it has curved back a bit. And then we're doing a decrease. A decrease, double stitch, decrease, double stitch. And then after this, I stuff the body. So this will take me down from 18 to 12. That should have taken me down to 18. Oh, does that mean I've done the double stitches wrong? That might still be 24. The double stitches might be that version. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, I've done that whole row wrong. I need to do the double stitches that turn it into one stitch. Where's my guide? I have it up on Google. One of my tabs just says, can the human body digest copper? Because I should be turning every other stitch into one stitch. Yeah, I've done that wrong. Got to undo a row. That first stitch would have been correct. Yeah, I did that like this. to get rid of one of the stitches. Yeah. But I'm supposed to take a break. Okay, stitch market. It looks like the stitches that it wants me to do to reduce by 1. You go insert your hook into the front loop only of the next stitch. Insert your hook under the front loop only of the following stitch. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through the remaining 2 hoops. That makes sense to me. For the most part. I'm doing my favorite thing right now, replacing the bottom with new block. I hate, but then it's floating. It's not structurally sound, Jerry. I don't like it. Build a redstone computer in Java, not in Bedrock, at least not as easily. I'm sticking with Java. Don't replace me. No, Marina. I'm gonna wake up super early, log on and wax the whole time. Pale, you diabolical genius. There is enough wax in the community garden shed. I moved, because your bee farm was full, Pale, I've moved it all to the community garden shed. It's probably full again, not gonna lie. And it's all in there. There's, I'd probably say, a whole double chest. Maybe even more? I have a density mace, Pale. I don't think that would be enough. Actually, yeah, it's above cloud height now, Pale. The tower. 1 second. Joke's on you, I will notice immediately because I look at it in all often and it tells me when it's waxed. How does it tell you when it's waxed? Tower is over 100 blocks. I think it's 7 by 6, so you would need about 2,600 wax. I like that your main deterrent against the waxing thing is just the sheer volume of what you have to do. Like, as soon as someone starts plotting, you're just like, yeah, but the effort involved, though. I have some food now. Just the outside, by the way. What's Luna? I feel like that's an accessibility client. No, not Luna module. Luna mod. Minecraft. It has a what am I looking at thing. I feel like I've had that downloaded on the test server, but that I didn't like it because it kept telling me what I was looking at. You underestimate my ADHD hyperfocus. What me and Jerry play Minecraft on. Fair enough, Luna client. I play it... I do have a client, but I've forgotten what it is. I have to play it on the one that runs the record mod. I'm just going to pretend I know what QOL is while I type every little thing into Minecraft. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough, that makes sense. As long as the core of vanilla is the same and you still have to gather all the blocks yourself. That's pretty much the only rule. Quality of life. I know what it meant. I just had to type in 3 completely unrelated letters into Google. So, what it wants me to do is that I'm going to count as the first double stitch. And then the descending stitches are as follows. You go into this one. You then go into this one. Oh no, not this again! Don't make me go through it. And then do that. I hate it. And they're drowning in something really viscous. Thank you, Pale, for those biddies. And for lying, you get punished. That was a punishment. And then double stitch again. Why? It's so traumatizing. Where is it even from? I feel like it would be from the boys or something. I feel like it would be from the boys and they would be drowning in web weaver's fluid or something. I'm trying not to get into the boys because I know that it's going to traumatize me, but it looks like really good political satire right now. And I do like a bit of political satire. And David Diggs has just joined the cast. Jinx, thank you for those biddies and for the trauma. The Shulker preview is a godsend too. Is that when you... Because the Shulker preview is only a certain amount and then it goes ... Don't give you a full preview with that? I'd be interested in that. Not if it breaks my other client though. Am I a fabric.api client, I think? That's a full one. Ooh, I bet that's nice. What line on me? Oh no, Pale! Here's what's inside. It's hard balancing 2 streams and focusing on stitching. You are the multitasker in here. The decreasing stitches are not the ones I was doing at the beginning either, so it's a good job that I didn't plow on, because it would have meant that I would even gone even more wrong. Also, maybe need to reply to someone on Facebook. I feel like they haven't replied to me in a really long time, and they're usually quite a reliable person. Yeah, that's bringing it back in. Look, it's like a little acorn now. Newt, I am your master. Oh yeah, I am the master. I am the master. Oh no, they just haven't replied to me. They've just forgotten I exist. Alright. That's fine. I wasn't expecting a text back or anything. I'm getting a taste of my own medicine. Is this what it's like to be left on red? We picked the Mario playlist. Don't tell Nintendo. I know that feeling. Newt stares intently. I don't know what you mean. I like your accent. Thank you very much, Spade. I am from England. I am from the Oxfordshire area, but sometimes I pronounce things a little differently because I have 2 Irish grandfathers. And that sometimes leaves the vowels a little bit weird. I'm your master now. I wouldn't even know what those words mean because I'm too Catholic. There's only one master for me, and it is Jesus Christ. Oh, come on, go through the hole. I'm so close to being able to stuff the toy. Alright, there we go. We've reached our finishing stitch. That certainly brings it in a lot more than I thought it was gonna. Sister Newt, preach it! Not Sister Newt, not this again. At what point did the rumors about me being a nun become real? The amount of TikToks I've sent you? Oh god, yeah. And I've got a bunch from Lady Magora that I've not watched yet on Instagram. Marina, you did, but I felt... Okay, I was chatting with Johnny at the same time. So I had the DMs on Discord open. And you were... It was something to... Was it a Rhine play? So she does have favorites. No, I swear. Maybe your favorite too, so I'm gonna read. The universal favorite is Marina. Marina is everyone's favorite. But I get I mean cuddle. Mm-hmm. I see how it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Ryan coaching, yeah. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. And then we're doing descending double stitch, descending double stitch. So the same again, basically. I reply instantly to everything. I'm really good at keeping up with my messages. And anyone who says otherwise is a blasphemer. And will be struck down. Unacceptable. And will be struck down by the one true God, who is me. Am I turning into Homelander? Ryan coaching, yeah. No, it's fine, I understand. No, wait, come back! Wait, come back, baby, come back! This is gonna get real fiddly, isn't it? I want to get the main body done, and then I will end stream. I'm 4 minutes over stream right now. But I have to get the main body done. Am I even on camera right? I'm not even on camera right now. Magora, we gotta do something about Newts not watching the stuff we sent her. I watched the first one on Magora's Instagram because it's actually fairly close to me. I was gonna go stay in it. She sent me the C.S. Lewis themed getaway in the forest. How does one sneak into said Minecraft server? So, Spade, it would be a case of becoming a trusted member of the community. So I'd have to know you maybe for over a week, maybe 2. And then there's a form to fill out after that. So if you're looking for somewhere to just sort of hop on and casually be. I don't even do crack. I'm sorry. It's because I don't know enough about Minecraft to mod it watertight. I can mod it well, but not watertight. So it almost works on an honor system. But I think a lot of Minecraft servers end up like that. It's fairly obvious if someone's trolling with like a lag machine or something. But in terms of client mods, as soon as you allow client mods, there's nothing to be done really. That's fair. There are some crazy people out there. There's some crazy people on the internet. My tower is 4,920 blocks right now. I don't want to talk to you anymore, Jerry. Jerry, what if I made a mouse? I know Marina's made a mouse, but what if I made a rat out of crochet? I feel like you said that you and Marina both had these little crochet models and you made them kiss. Or was that a dream that I had? I'm gonna have to do a 1% on this because I'm at an odd number. How I ended up on an odd number, I don't know. So, that is the second to last round done. And following this, we stuff the body. Very Frankenstein. You found us? I mean, we're all normal here. Yes, perfectly normal. Mm-hmm. I was normal once. No, that happened. My mummy made I also have a really cute pattern for a rat. Ooh, I'm gonna get into this, I think, because I have a lot of wool to use up. I have a lot of spare wool to use up. So it'd be really nice to make some of these models, I think. The wool's quite plain, but I take colour as a suggestion. So I were to make this frog in like purple and blue. I have like purples, blues, yellows, greens. So I was going to make a psychedelic frog after this. The people that donated to my birthday donathon. Hey! How did that go, by the way? I was up until you had, I think, like 75% of it. Okay, and then we are doing... What are we doing for this? Stuff the body. That's done. And then we are doing descending stitches times 6. Finish stuffing and cut yarn, leaving a tail. Finish off by using the drawstring close. So we're just doing descending stitches now, which will only leave us with 6, supposedly. Now let's see how good my counting has been. Plot twist, I haven't been counting. Okay, numero uno. I started the stream at 100%. Oh yeah, you said you had a huge donation. Let's gave all 250 and I have to do another 12 hours this week. It's happening this weekend? Hey! That's where I called you my little piano and my stick sword. I remember the piano play and I remember the stick play. Not sure why that stuck in my head. I think I was just feeling real hyper that day. But I remember going to your Ko-fi, Jerry, and I saw the thing there, but I thought that I was at the wrong thing because it was labeled as your setup. I got confused. But I am an old woman, as we know. She's an old lady now. She just keeps making little frogs in her armchair at the old folks' home. Not even. Am I on stream? Yeah, yeah. I've lowered the camera now because I've noticed that the finer this work gets, the closer I bring it up to my face, which is good. Because it means that I'm focusing, but also very bad because it means that I'm completely off stream. I mean, at what point does this become a just chatting with crochet happening to be in the room stream? Okay, so we have that. I should link it up with the first stitch. And then I will leave it with a drawstring. Or do I leave it? Should I leave it? No, I should link it up. Otherwise, I can't pull it closed because they won't be linked. Okay. That is the bottom. Finish stuffing and cut yarn, leaving a tail. Finish off using the drawstring close. I don't know what the drawstring close is, but we're going to leave a tail, as instructed. Oh. Pulled the wrong thing. I think that's it though. And then shall I finish off with a stitch? I feel like I should stitch across it. Like go here. It's my own frog. There we go. So this is the body of the frog, as you can see. Actually, that's not turned out too bad. I thought that was going to look awful because I miscounted so many bits. But once you get it stuffed, you can sort of move it around a bit. And because there's so many stitches on the sides, it sort of disguises the knobbly bits, as it were. Newt is a little forgetful, don't mind her, Pale. I'm so forgetful. Most likely Sunday! Hey, I haven't talked about it at all. I'm doing a special stream this Sunday. It was provided that the internet didn't break today, and the internet did not break today. I'm doing some extra writing sessions on Sunday. So if you're doing your 12-hour stream, we gonna raid you. We gonna get you. We gonna get you. The Ko-Fi is on. Yeah, I was confused. I was like, this can't be the right place. A young woman with the mind of a granny. And the eyes of a granny, too. I thought it was an acorn. But here's the thing. You could absolutely do this in brown wool, which I do have. And I'm looking at this and I'm seeing all the different possibilities. I really like doing this. I know that we had to get over row 4 and the typo and also the stuff going on in my house. But I've really enjoyed this session. I just want to do the eyes and the legs, but I think the eyes and the legs are going to have to be left for the next time. But you see that this is what it's supposed to be. Minus the tails. I've done that decently. I can't believe that I've done that decently. I'm thrilled. Show back up for knobbly bits. Look at the knobbly bits. There's too many stitches on this side and there's too many stitches on that side. But you know what? We squish and then it doesn't matter anymore. We just squish. If our large goal needs to be fixed, but I'm too lazy right now. That's so fair. That is so fair. When I'm setting up my thing in September, I'm going to use Tiltify, I think. But I'm going to need to learn how to configure all of that. How do you get, Jerry, question, tell me what you think about me. How do you get a goal to be a bar on your screen? It's a widget, right? But then how do you link that to something that isn't Stream Elements? Because you must have had yours linked to your Ko-fi. And what is... I think it wants me to use... The needle is what usually... What you usually do for crochet to disguise these tassels is this. I used a marathon timer is all, not a progress bar. Okay, so you configured like a subathon marathon thing. I'm gonna have to figure out how to use mine. I mean, I have time, but my issue is that I will think that I have limitless time. This is what I think you do with the tassels. You just sew them in. And because that's sewn in, I can just cut that off. I used to felt my projects closed, which is wild. And then the top has no tassel anymore. Let's do that to the bottom. It's a big needle. It's like a tapestry needle. Let's try and put a little tension in this and bring it... You have to do it that way. Let's do it this way. Bring it over here as well. Sticking? Yeah, it's sticking. You could sort out, actually, a lot of the tension issues if you used this sewing in to bring stuff in. I bet that's a technique that's already been discovered. I'm not revolutionary here. Okay. This is our frog buddy. Hey! That's beautiful. I've never made a crochet 3D object before. Look at that thing. It's a little guy. It's just a little guy. I'm gonna get so into this, I can feel it. I sound unhappy about that, but that's because I know how much time of my life I'm going to lose to this. I'm gonna get so into this. All good, Jinx. Have a good rest of stream night. All good. I'm gonna end now. I'm 20 minutes over, pretty much. No, 15 minutes over. But that's... I just wanted to get this done because I knew if I left it unfinished that I would lose my place and I would panic. And so now I just have to make the eyes and the legs next time. And we should have a little froggy. But yeah, I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of that. And I might use the pattern to make a couple of psychedelic frogs too. I think that'd be cute. Speaking of little guys, did you look at the YouTube channel I sent you? Did I? I feel like I did. Memory's evading me. Oh, pale. That's a good photo. Rachel Maxi? Rachel Maxi? I'm so good at remembering. The cosplayer? I can't stop playing with this. This is going to become my new fidget toy. Can I make fidget toys out of wool? Yes, I did look. Yeah, I looked mainly at the one which was painting my pets as Animal Crossing villagers. Because I needed to know. I'm so proud of this. This is my little creation. I'm gonna get so into this. You can make juggling balls with this. You can make anything with this. As long as it has a round body shape. I can make little penguins with this. The new cosplayer, she's the maker and crafter, and she has made little guys before too. Oh, let me see. I need to see the little guys. Oh yeah, and I watched the Lemba spread too. But to be fair, you don't need to sell anything to me. Okay, I thought she was a cosplayer, but she turned herself into Nosferatu. Oh, I didn't see the baby toothless puppet. That's cute. I can't stop squishing this thing, guys. This is my new fidget toy. I see needle felting. That was from 3 years ago, though. I'll peruse her channel tonight. But I remember, Pale, that I am going to hop into Discord with you in the Watch Party channel tonight, just after stream. All good, Magora. It's time for me to get ready for bed and prepare for tomorrow. This talk is going to be something tomorrow. I hope that it goes well, Lady Magora. If it doesn't, I'll lend you my little stress ball. I made it. It just looks like a little macaroon. She's adorable. Shall we raid out? Who's on? Before we decide to raid out, we should check who's on. I don't have a lot of people to raid out to on a Friday, but we've received 2 raids today, so I feel like we should pass it on. Shut up, me. Let's raid to Bam. Bam will not mind if I raid and run. Absolutely we are. I second that from Pale. Bam is on his 3rd out of 5 sprint today. He's on a break so he can say hi. So we'll go and raid him. I will mostly be raiding and running. So, I have some thank yous. Thank you for chatting, for lurking, for being here, for absolutely everything in between. Thank you for coping with me having a mental breakdown about step 4. Thank you all for being the loveliest community on the internet. Thank you for the 2 raids. That was so impressive. Thank you for all the biddies. And also, I'm announcing that the bonus Sunday stream will be going ahead. Keep an eye on Discord for what time that will be. We'll see. We'll see what time I manage to get free on the Sunday. I'm hoping that it will be a nice extra long one, but we'll see. But yes, we're going off to raid Bam. I don't need to explain Bam, but Bam is a writing and reading streamer who does the Pomo timer as well. He is lovely. He is wonderful. And we can head on by. If you are a subscriber, please use the... Oh, I just typed the command wrong. This one. And if you are not, please use this one. I hope you all have a lovely night and a wonderful start to your weekend, and I'll see you all very soon. There, we're heading off now. Bye, everyone.